Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Wow, it's a double feature. It's like back-to-back reviews of Christmas shit. That's something you'll see every day. Because I got like a little more free time. Because I'm sick and shit still. So, I saw the polls. I put those three up there, and SpongeBob won for Christmas movie review. It's not a movie. I keep calling it movies. I'm just so used to calling it movies, movie reviews so many times. I did so many movies. This is actually a TV special again. 24-minute run. Yeah, this is it's a SpongeBob Christmas from 2012. This came out when I was 15 years old. I didn't give a shit about it when I was 15 years old because I saw the previews of it and I said, this looks retarded. I'm not gonna watch it. But now as an adult, I finally decided to watch the whole thing. And I changed my mind by a lot. This is actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually really fucking funny. And I thought to myself, this is gonna be fucking stupid. But it wasn't. I actually really enjoyed this shit. Except for some things, but we'll get to that soon. Uh, so they decided to do something totally different. Instead of 2D or CG, they decided to do slow motion, which is like one of the hardest animations to ever do. One of the hardest, most expensive animations to ever do. Because I did a lot of research on that shit about slow motion animation, especially like shit like for example, Wallace and Gromit. They took forever to finish that shit. For Curse of the Were-Rabbit, it took like forever. They gotta do all this shit. Here's the thing of how they do it with slow motion characters. The claymation shit. They had this camera, right? They have this camera pointed at all these little characters on this table. And every single second, when they move them a little bit, they gotta stop it. You gotta play the camera again. They gotta move the camera. They gotta stop it every second. It is so much work and so much concentration. Like, if I ever did that shit, I would lose so much patience. I would fucking destroy all of it. Because I'll probably fuck up so many times that I can't do it by myself. I don't think nobody can do that shit by themselves. That's too frustrating. I don't know anyone can do fucking slow motion claymation shit. That's just very difficult to do. Even more harder to do doing fucking hand drawn cartoons, man. It's even harder than that shit. It's just a pain in the ass, especially you gotta create the characters or the clay animation and everything. But somehow SpongeBob did that shit for one special. Because you can't do that for every episode. That shit is like really annoying. People be like fucking starting fights in that studio and shit. Like, what the fuck? You fucked up my shit! Everybody be fighting in there and everything. No way. Nobody would get along in that fucking production. I can imagine that shit. I can't do it. No way. I can never do that shit. So, yeah. So, should I comment about the slow motion in this episode or TV special? It's kind of weird. It looks very weird. It's like I'm watching a wet fever dream. The animation, the slow motion, it looks like really creepy. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really creep me out, but it just looks very weird. The way it looks and everything like that. It's like some kind of dream you're having. Like I said, a wet fever dream. It's really weird. But let's talk about the story. I guess we'll talk about the story. So it says guest stars John Goodman. So I guess John Goodman's Santa Claus. If I'm being blindfolded about it, because I didn't look anything up yet about it. I'll probably do it right now. I have my computer on still. Let's see if John Goodman played Santa in SpongeBob Christmas. Probably costs a lot of money because John Goodman is a famous actor. Yeah, see Santa here. It says right here. I have to look anything up. I fucking search on Google. It says Santa actor John Goodman. He probably been worth a lot of fucking money. John Goodman is a famous actor, man. He's in a lot of shit. So they got John Goodman for Santa. I'm not really that crazy about Santa in this movie because he seems like he's an idiot. I hate to say it. I don't give a fuck how many coals he throws at me, but he seems like a fucking dumbass in this fucking special. But we'll get to that soon. So what happened here is that I guess they had this little sing along in the beginning of the movie, and I was like, oh my god, I heard this stupid ass singing shit from SpongeBob. I mean, I didn't really hate it, but you know how I am with fucking musicals and all that shit. I'm not really that big of a fan of musicals because most of it is like fruity. I could say fruitcake, which well, we'll get to that soon. It feels like I listen to some kind of fruitcake shit because most of these musicals these days are full of fruitcake nonsense, and it's just annoying. It's annoying to my ears and everything like that. So, but after that, then we cut to I guess Plankton, and he has this he created these fruitcakes. Fruitcake. That shit's so funny. Fruitcake. Anyways, he's creating all these fruitcakes. He put plutonium in there, and he puts it in his fruitcake car. And he leaves a chum bucket, and then all of a sudden SpongeBob was outside. He's like, "Oh, you got a bunch of fruitcakes in there?" And then Plankton's like, "Yeah, sure, fruitcake, have some." Now, a lot of you young kids don't know what that means. When Plankton calls SpongeBob a fruitcake, he basically just called him gay. Look it up. Look at Urban Dictionary. When a man calls another man a fruitcake, that means he called you a fucking gay. That's basically what it fucking means. A lot of people wouldn't get that shit because there's like a lot of young kids that watched that shit back then. A lot of them don't understand what that means. Plankton basically calls SpongeBob a fucking fruitcake, aka gay, a fag. He basically just called him that. Like I said, a lot of you don't know that, but it's actually fucking hilarious. I actually laughed my ass off at that part. So yeah, he fucking shoots a bunch of fruitcakes at SpongeBob, ironically, and he eats all of them, and nothing happens to him because it's supposed to turn him to a jerk. But you know, his heart is like pure of love and happiness. Because Sandy scanned with an X-ray machine or later on in the movie, so like doesn't affect him, right? They like that. It plays like, oh fuck this shit. Here's SpongeBob, take my shit and just leave me the fuck alone. He went back inside. Then SpongeBob go to these fish people, shoots a bunch of fruitcakes at them, and all of a sudden they're pissed off. They talking shit to each other and everything like that. I thought that shit was pretty funny. That's the thing I like about this movie, where everyone turns into like assholes, and they all cuss each other out and everything like that. I thought that shit was pretty funny. Then he fucking SpongeBob's stupid as shit. He's an idiot, so he doesn't know what's going on. He's just driving around in a fruitcake car, shooting fruitcakes at people, and everyone turns into fucking assholes. Like this one part, he shoots at Santa Claus with his little kid. He's like, "Why don't you just get a job or something?" I was like, laughing my ass off when he told him that shit. That little fucking dumbass kid, that shit. I was laughing my ass off. Why don't you just get a job or something? That shit was funny as fuck. Oh yeah, I forgot about the patchy segments. I'm not really crazy about those segments. The patchy shit. Usually I like patchy. Usually I find it should be funny, but this shit is like boring. All he does, like I heard he stole. No, I mean I heard. I watched it. He fucking stole a mail truck or something like that. And he tried to look for Santa with Potty, and it just wasn't funny. I don't know. I just never really found it funny. Usually I find fucking patchy funny, but this shit was just like boring as hell. It was like very forgettable. So let's just get that out in the fucking open. I didn't like the patties. I said patty. Oh yeah, patchy. It's not patty. Patchy segment. I didn't really like the patchy segment. It's just wasn't funny. I thought it was pretty goddamn boring. It's very forgettable. So let's put that out there. That I didn't really like it. So let's move on. And then next thing you know, you got Karen. Oh, because she is a Karen. She's just bitching and moaning to Plankton. Oh yeah, you know that shit's gonna fail. Like, wait. Shut the fuck up, Karen. Could be a Karen, you robotic bitch. So yeah, I understand why her name's Karen, because she is a Karen. She won't shut up. See, that's what happens. Like, Plankton should program her to be a black chick. He won't have that problem. Oh yeah, that'd be worse. That'd be fucking worse. Plankton make a Karen a black chick. Then what will her name be? Fucking Quanisha or something like that. I don't know. Or I don't know. Nah, I was gonna say why you just change it to an Asian robot. Nah, that might be bad too. I guess you're fucked either way. Unless play this gay and turn that robot into a man. I don't know. I don't know. Can't do nothing about that unless you just shut the bitch off, which he just should have did. He did before in the past in the earlier episodes. He shut her off. She talked too goddamn much. Fucking nag. You know, a lot of men don't like that shit. Women nag all goddamn day. Well, anyways, I guess the next thing you know, I guess Plankton creates a robotic SpongeBob. Yeah, he creates a robo sponge, and he goes out and Mr. Krabs sees Robo Sponge. And he thinks that's the actual SpongeBob, which I don't know why. He's so drunk from last night or something. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. But he's on that fentanyl. I don't know. And fucking Robo Sponge attacks Mr. Krabs and knocks the Krusty Krab sign on top of him, and he gets clamped up. I guess the clamshell falls out of it and closes him up inside of it. I guess. And fucking Plato's talking shit. And then the next day, SpongeBob, I guess the next day, he's like riding around his fruitcake car, and everybody's talking shit to him, like Mr. Krabs saying that money's coming out of your salary because he fucked up that sign. And he got abused by the sign, and he's like, SpongeBob's like, what the fuck's going on? Why was he an asshole to me? What did I do? And then Patrick's yelling at him, and all these other people yelling at him and shit. He's like, why was off the edge today? Which I thought was funny when you said that shit. It was like off the edge. I wonder why it was off the edge, SpongeBob. You fucking retard. So he shows up to I guess Sandy's tree dome to ask questions. What can he do? It wasn't being an asshole to me. And she's an asshole because she ate some of that shit too. So everybody's are fucking crazy on that LSD, whatever the hell it is. So fucking she does this scientific shit and she calls him an idiot for giving away fruitcakes. So his SpongeBob's plan is that he's gonna start going around giving away gifts and start singing and dancing. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. I don't mind the song. I mean, I long time ago I used to find it to be annoying, but now it's like it's all right. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. It's not bad. It's not a bad song. So everybody turns back to normal. Santa Claus shows up. Oh yeah, before that, I remember SpongeBob said that, man, I gotta turn everybody back to normal. If Santa Claus comes by here and everyone's acting like a fucking asshole, he'll leave. You goddamn right he'll leave. You want to hear all these fucking douchebags talking shit to him? All right, what the fuck is this fat fuck doing here? Get the fuck out of here. That's probably what happened. I mean, it's realistic because, in real life, people would basically act like that. Would talk shit when they saw a fat fuck flying through the skies and coming down and giving my Christmas presents. Hell yeah. They got the fucking the police officers and shit, the army come around shooting fucking rockets and shit at him and everything. Hell fucking yeah. I'm getting the fuck out of there. You think that stand around, be around all that, these crazy psychos? No fucking way. So then, SpongeBob gave everybody gifts. Everybody turns back to normal. Santa Claus shows up. And he's like, oh, you guys are all fucking assholes. Y'all get no presents. Y'all getting shit in your teeth. That's all you guys gonna get. All shit. Only Plankton gets a present because he's been a good boy. He's getting a secret formula for Christmas. And Mr. Krabs like, what the fuck? And they'll take Mr. Krabs' wallet. So you're telling me that Santa Claus is not a jerk too for this shit? He got his little elves robbing Mr. Krabs? What the fuck? So Santa Claus is a good person, but he's doing naughty shit like that? The Santa Claus is a fucking asshole too. I feel like the whole fucking Bikini Bob should have robbed his ass and beat him fucking cold blood. Should have just fucking beat his ass. That is some fucked up shit. People don't think he's a jerk. He's a fucking asshole. So yeah, Plankton gets the gift. Then all of a sudden, Robo Sponge shows up and fucking SpongeBob defends Santa Claus. He should defend him because Santa Claus is a fucking asshole. So he defends him, and then Robo Sponge like punches SpongeBob in the head, breaking him in half a little bit. And then he grabs SpongeBob, turns to a basketball, and fucking hoops his ass out of there. Then SpongeBob comes back with a fucking fruitcake car and starts shooting at him and shit like he's like SpongeBob's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit. Yeah, you fucking SpongeBob turns into an action hero now. He's kicking some ass. Hit that fruitcake button, shoot the fruitcakes at the Robo Sponge. He just automatically just blows up. Hell yeah, that was awesome, man. He's kicking that Robo Sponge's ass, and everything goes back to normal. And turns out Plankton's getting coal, and everybody else gets presents. I guess I wish they showed that scene. Everybody else getting presents. Oh yeah, this is one other part in that whole musical thing. Don't be a jerk, it's Christmas. The whole thing was Mr. Krabs. Okay, let me explain about this one. Because the thing is, Mr. Krabs never ate a fruitcake in the entire fucking special. Then all of a sudden, in the musical, he's a jerk. For eating eating a fruitcake, which there's never a scene where he does eat a fruitcake. And SpongeBob gives the gift, he turns back to normal. I'm like, where was the scene where Mr. Krabs eat a fruitcake? That was a fucking error right there because there was no scene of Mr. Krabs eating a fruitcake. They fucked up on that shit for sure because there's no scene of him or Squidward eating that shit. So I don't understand that scene at all. They fucked up on that shit. But it's just a little mistake, I guess. I mean, maybe there's this rushing to finish that shit because you know how studios are to be rushing people to finish stuff. Same thing with the whole Ren and Stimpy situation. So, anyways, yeah. I guess everybody gets their presents. You know, they didn't show that scene. Everybody get their presents. Another error right there. But whatever. Santa Claus fat fucking ass flies off, and then I wonder where Patrick is. Patrick fucking puts the net on fucking Santa because I guess the whole movie was about, well, not whole movie, the whole special was about Patrick wanted to kidnap Santa Claus. I guess I don't know what the fuck he was gonna do to him though. Some weird shit. And I guess at the end he puts the fucking fishing net on his head, and he think he caught him. What all that did was try to get Santa Claus killed, I guess, or whatever. Then it just cuts to the whole Patchy segment, which, like I said, I don't find it to be interesting at all, but whatever. And then the movie ends with Patchy get attacked by a snow monster, and Santa say he's on the naughty list. You know, Santa's a fucking jerk too, but whatever. And the movie ends. Yeah, I know it was a decent film. Not decent. I keep saying film. Decent special. It was a decent special, and I didn't mind it. Yeah, I didn't really like Santa in this movie though, because I think he's a fucking douchebag. Uh, they fucked up the whole Mr. Krabs thing because, like I said, Mr. Krabs didn't turn to a jerk. He eat no fruitcake or anything. But in that musical, "Don't Be a Jerk," is like it makes no sense because he never ate fruitcake in the entire fucking special. I watched the whole thing. I saw it. He didn't eat none of that shit. So they fucked up on that, and they didn't show the part when Santa Claus gave everybody gifts after him mistakenly Plankton was a good boy. Everyone was fucking assholes. So they made like a couple of mistakes. I mean, it's not really their fault. Maybe they've been rushed to finish this shit and they forgot those type of parts. They forgot to fix those things too. So, but I liked it. I know it's pretty funny where everybody turns to jerks. Everybody like assholes and shit. And like one of the guys was for the I guess for the whatever. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, it was a good movie. Yep.
Умный, злой, важнейший.
Sub-Sahara! Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Умный, злой, важнейший.